This was a shot of the Dodge Express being pulled back to the pit area earlier, and standing by right now with the Dodge team members is Army Armstrong.
Gary, we're standing down here with the Dodge boys, the owner, the driver, and everything. First of all, Ray, I'm glad to see you're okay. Did you have any idea that you were going to have a problem like that when you came over the first jump?
No, I had no idea. I mean, as soon as the truck hit the ground, I thought it was still together until we went about 30, 40 feet, and then I knew something was coming apart.
Okay, what did come apart?
I think one of the Heim joints on the four-link bars broke, and that started it.
Okay, is that where we were seeing the blue smoke come from, Fred? You know, this morning there was some concern over the vehicle tracking itself. You had everything lined up, and something still lets go in the rear end.
Yeah, Army, after the 4-bar bracket broke, then everything started crashing and everything. That's what holds the rear end straight. Tire got in the shock absorber, tore it off, shock oil all over everything.
Fellas, I'm just going to be real blunt with you. Is there any way to catch these Fords this year?
Oh, we're going to do it.
They got a real good lead on us, Army. That suspension they got is working real good on that track. We're going to have to make some changes.
Well, the Dodge folks could certainly use some help from this Ford right here. There's Kirk Dabney in overkill, and he'll pull alongside Big Blue, Bigfoot, Andy Brass. There's Brass out of St. Louis, Missouri. In the Bigfoot Cruiser, he continues to cruise in the lead of the Penda Points Championship. Kirk Dabney comes out of Columbia City, Indiana, the driver of the Ford Overkill.
Dabney is an awfully good driver. He's always dealt with equipment that wasn't really up to spec. On the other side of the ledger, Andy Brass, class equipment all the way through. He also a good driver.
Oh, Brass just does ease that fender by ever so close, but Brass wins it in the Cruiser at 5:16. So Andy Brass continues to head toward another world championship. There's Kirk Dabney's 5.28. Now remember, the fast loser from this round will come back, so Dabney could stand a chance of seeing more action this afternoon.
You're exactly right, and that's one of the things I really like about the sport. They try to keep side-by-side racing. We've got a good race right here. Like I say, Dabney left on him, but the suspension that Fred Schaefer alluded to a little bit earlier seems to be sticking the horsepower to the ground a little bit better, a little bit quicker for the big blue oval bunch.
Coming up next in the far lane, that's the Monster Patrol with Paul Schaefer, and the near lane, as we take a look at Schaefer there from Portage, Indiana, the Monster Patrol. The near lane will be Colt Cobra, the menacing one from Cobra Creek, Colorado in Snakebite. That's the Ford.
Well, Colt Cobra knows what he has to do is get past his Chevrolet, and the Chevrolet knows he's got an uphill battle. Paul Schaefer has proven himself in the sport of mud racing, a past world champion. Right now comes out to go monster truck racing with the wing on the far side. Both of them are in trouble.
Colt pulls off. This could be a mistake. Now let's watch Paul. Paul gets his going again, continues on. Colt will be disqualified, and Paul could win this one with the slowest winning time in the history of monster truck racing.
Yeah, but Gary, when you go to the bank on Monday morning, they don't care how fast or how slow it was. They just want to make sure the money was good.
Well, the money was good, but it's a 1675 for the Monster Patrol, and Colt Cobra was DQ'd. So, a mistake for Colt to drive out. Oh, look at this. Meanwhile, the man who stands as our fast loser, Kirk Dabney, appears to be having problems. What if he's not able to continue? Let's go back and take a look at the replay. Cobra comes right at you. Now, right here, he gets in trouble and pulls off. This was a mistake. He should have gone on over that second batch of cars. Meanwhile, here was your winner.
Real quick, it sounded like the motor just cut clean on you when you went over the first jump. But a win is a win is a win. And I know you take them any way you can, but do you have any idea what happened?
Well, the motor hesitated, and it like died, and I got out of it, and I looked over, and I seen Snakebite broke something. I said, I better finish this race.
Finish at a 1675, slow but quick enough to go to semis. A typical summer day here in the Ozarks, partly cloudy skies. It is hot, it is humid, and the competition is just as hot. Fred Schaefer, in fact, a fast loser from round one, is hopping back in his machine. Apparently, he's going to race more. Let's listen in if we can.
Get in and get ready. We'll be done.
Well, let's go down trackside to Army Armstrong.
Well, Gary, the drama was short-lived. The drive shaft in the overkill truck, there was just no way they could get it fixed in time. Operations manager George Carpenter came over and said, look, fellas, let's be above board about it. We're running for points. Schaefer's ready to go. There's no way they can get this thing ready to go. The ruling is it has to be a competitive run. They could piecemeal and just go to the line and get their points and everything, but everybody wants to see racing. And I got a feeling that Fred Schaefer will do the same thing for these guys, too. So, the stage is set. Schaefer's back in it in a Dodge, but he is going to be in a bad lane. Let's see what happens.
The pairings now for the semis will have the Power Wheels Bigfoot against Barefoot. the Bigfoot Cruiser against the Monster Patrol. So we'll see what Fred Schaefer can do. New life for Barefoot.